Hey everybody. Man, it's late. I'm really tired doing this, but I want to do it before I hear any more from people. So, what am I doing right now? Okay, so this is kind of I don't want to say it's a review, because it's not going to review the entire game, like from front to back. This is more like I want to say a prelude, because tomorrow's, well, I guess later today's live stream is going to be focused more on this, and I'm going to have my friend playing with me, so hopefully we'll get, his thoughts on it as well. But I wanted to get something out real quick, because I've had a lot of people hit me up, message me, send me messages, text me, and ask me how this game was, because they heard that the game sucked. And, well, excuse me. Warning, if I cough a lot, it's because I kind of getting over a chest cold, so I apologize ahead of time. A lot of people said they heard the game sucked. It was terrible. It was unfinished. Let me clarify a few things, because I think when people game these days, they want to see polished. They want to see polished games, and it's true. I want to see polished games, but they also have to remember, games are like paintings, at least in my eyes. Okay, you have developers that come out and they have an idea, and the game is their canvas, and they put their thoughts down, they put their imagination into this, and sometimes it hits it, sometimes it misses, but in this case, they went in a direction that stayed true to the franchise. Now, real quick about this game, I keep saying real quick. Anyway, real quick about this is that this game takes place after the second movie of Aliens. Now, if you haven't seen Aliens, I would recommend seeing that movie and look at the special effects. And I think with that, plus playing the game, you would kind of see where the developers were trying to hit the mark. And I think they hit the mark with it. They wanted to stay true to the franchise. They wanted to stay true to the James Cameron vision of the franchise. And I think they did. In my opinion, they hit the mark. Maybe not dead on center, but they hit close enough to where at least I have been entertained for my buck. Now, I do have a few. I do have one issue. I have a couple issues, but one is, if we look at the heads-up display here, I will be very, very honest. I actually thought I was having a graphics issue, but that wasn't true. The problem is that they went for authenticity of the special effects, but it kind of made my heads-up display kind of look unfinished, unclean, and I'm not used to a heads-up display that looks like this, but I see what they were kind of going for. So this is kind of what they went with. I know it kind of looks like like the numbers down on the right-hand side. It looks like an Atari game, Just looks like very unclean, very unfinished. But that's what they were going for, and I see the vision now in that. Sometimes, it looks blurry, but I'm hoping they clean that up. I'm hoping maybe like in a patch or in a DLC they will clean that up, because it is kind of, at least to me, and you have to understand, I have a good computer. I have a really great video card. Now, let's get into that a little bit. Because, you see my heads-up display, but you see the game here. It looks very, very neat and very cool and very authentic to the game. Right down to where, whose locker this is, right down to, his dog tag number, whatever. But okay, so let's explain real quick now. This is Aliens Colonial Marines on PC. Now, this isn't a console version. I haven't seen what the console versions look like. I'm guessing they might look a little cleaner. I really don't. I don't really think so. But I've read a couple of the review sites, and people were just hammering the graphics, and they were saying they reviewed this for PC. Now, some of these websites that did a review on it, if you read closely, they are reviewing what they call a reviewer's version of the game. Like, this is like the game that they hand out to the press. It's kind of a beta version of the game, probably close enough to the actual release as it's going to get. Now, a lot of them said the graphics were atrocious, gameplay was atrocious, yet they were playing obviously a kind of a beta of the game. Maybe not like an alpha beta or a beta, but they were playing a version of the game that was not the production model, if you will. So I tend not to listen to game review websites because a lot of times they're like movie critics to me. They're just going to tell you the movies that they really like and tell you the movies they really hate. It's because it's their personal interest, not because it's a game and they're looking at it as a fellow artist, as a fellow developer, just a gamer in general. They're just looking at it as, they probably played it, probably sucked at it, probably not running this game on the best computer, and they probably, with all those factors in head, that's probably why they're giving us such shit remarks. Now, some games out there are true shit, and I've played them. Like, for example, War Z. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but we all know what War Z is like, and that game was complete shit. I played it. I got my money back, but that game was complete and utter shit. You want to talk about what a scam game that was? That is one hell of a scam, and I'm surprised that game is still being operated. Anyway, so that's my take on on game reviewers. Now, there's a couple out there that I do trust, like Frankie on PC. Now, that guy, he's kind of not. So he's pretty biased when it comes to games. He plays the game kind of like me for entertainment, and he kind of looks at it more as a source of entertainment than he looks at it more like, do I suck at the game, yes or no, and then I base my review on if I could play the game or not. So I would go with, you can kind of know a good reviewer from a shit reviewer. Most of them are shit reviewers. People would just want to bitch about it on the game. These people that have no technical skills about making a game in the first place. So I don't buy shit like that. So anyway, take it from me, from a gamer. This is not biased. Okay, I do love the Aliens franchise. I have loved, well, I've not loved, but I've liked every Aliens game up to this point. As far as the shooter Alien games, Aliens vs Predator, Alien vs Predator 2. You had the 2010 Aliens vs Predator that came out. I mean, those games were great games. I enjoyed them. So I knew in my head that I knew I was going to enjoy this one right off the bat, even if it was not as good as people tend to say. But it's an Aliens game. How could you go wrong? You have a pulse rifle and you're going to shoot aliens in the face. Come on, you can't. And this game actually has storyline to it, based off the franchise. I mean, this is kind of like a sequel to the movie. How could you go wrong with it? So anyway, let's get to it. Okay, so after the cutscene, you kind of end up gearing up. You will notice that I have a red dot sight, and a few modifications. Now, I played this extensively this afternoon, late this afternoon and early evening with my partner in crime, and we got some unlocks and everything, and I guess they do carry over into single player. So I do have a few unlocks that you normally don't get up front, so you kind of have to work. So don't get mad and go, hey man, my pulse rifle didn't come with a red dot off the bat. Now, I noticed the red dot does kind of look like it has that Call of Duty red dot look to it. I'll be honest with you, shooting the aliens really doesn't too much matter. The pulse rifle, you can hip fire it pretty good, and it does its thing. It does the job. So I don't mind. I like the red dot. You can get a laser sight for it too. The red dot or the laser sight, either one will work. It doesn't really matter. I like the red dot because sometimes that laser does kind of get lost in transition somewhere. Actually, that's this one has a laser sight on it. See, there's the laser sight. But when I have my flashlight on, you kind of notice that you kind of lose sight of the laser. It's not very prominent. You know, you actually use the sight more than you probably will use the laser. So any bright light, you kind of really lose the laser. Doesn't really matter. That's why I like to use the red dot, because you know you can see it's right there in front of your face. Somebody said this was Call of Duty-ish. They can go to effing hell. You know, Call of Duty, I'm not a big fan of that game. In fact, I have Black Ops 2. I played it, and I'm coming from like a Battlefield standpoint. That game was just freaking terrible as far as multiplayer. I did not like it whatsoever. Okay. So you guys might want to know what I'm up to. So here's the USS Sulaco. And I mean, you can look at the graphics. I mean, they're not terrible for what the developers were going through. I mean, this is to me, this is pretty good. And you have to understand too, this game has pretty much been in development for many, many years now, and I don't think they really changed the engine on it. I think they probably cleaned up a few things, but not everything. I mean, this is great graphics. Now, like I said, most reviewers that probably have. Oh shit. Oh nuts.
Winner, what the hell just happened in there? Raider 6-5, are you in the air yet?
Explosive decompression in the Sulaco.
This is Raider 6-5. The umbilical's venting atmo into the black. Looks dicey, sir.
Dicey? Raider, I need grown-up words.
You have 20 minutes before a total collapse. Shut it down.
Where you heard the lady? Get to the other side and we're shutting it down.
Continuing on to the Sulaco. Winter out.
Okay. This looks pretty cool. I mean, you kind of, I kind of feel like I'm in the freaking movie. You got a couple dead bodies here.
Need a corpsman right away for the downed Marines from Rhino 2-1. Negative 2-1. That explosion jacked the airlock on our end. We cannot use the umbilical without risking more lives. Sit tight and stabilize our Marines. 2-1, what is the status of 2-3?
Winner. We sent you over into this mess as well. Pull up your motion tracker and tell me what you see.
Alright, now you get the handy-dandy motion tracker. Looks exactly what they were doing in the movies. Now, the only thing that I don't like about this, when you use the motion tracker, is that you can't use your gun at the same time, and sometimes you kind of have to have your motion tracker up and kind of keep your eye, shoot aliens at the same time, and it's been really difficult, but I can see they were going for the being authentic here. So another thing I want to show you, I mean, how much work they kind of put into this, is look at the the doors here.
What I said about heroics, kid. Actual out.
If you look at the original list manifest in the movie, you will see a lot of familiar names. Now, those names don't look familiar, but I will show you what I mean here. And here's the big scene where where Ripley fought the Queen Alien. Here's
Saturdays. Half an unidentified synthetic splattered across the
here's Bishop.
Which half?
Well, he ain't saying much.
Then find me a half that does. Actual out.
Here's where Newt was hiding before Ripley came out of. It's been some debate here which actual cargo lock she actually popped out of. We're still trying to figure that out. But here's the airlock that she. I think that's the airlock that was at the movie. I mean, look, here's the, Bishop's, splatter, I guess. His insides. Here's where the Queen Alien was hiding the whole time. I mean, they stay true to the set. I mean, this is. What they were going for. People get, how could you say this game is shit? I mean, come on, you feel like you're in the freaking movie. Pulse rifle. Now, this is really cool. See, Hudson. There's Hudson's locker. Vasquez. Dietrich. And here's, yeah, this is Hicks. I mean, come on, he's even has his shit still in there. No pulse rifle. Wood. Crow. Gorman. Apone. I mean, that's detail, you know what I'm saying? Damn, it looks like a lot more foggy. Yeah, I do have movement up ahead. Now, you can use your motion tracker to find little Easter eggs like dog tags and a few what they call legendary weapons, which is like weapons from the people from the movie. I think we found 3 so far, me and my friend. What is this? Hypersleep. Here's the mess deck where everybody was eating during the film. Here's the vending machines of the food, mess hall, mess deck, or whatever. Here's some more of the lockers. There's Vasquez again, Farrow, Drake, Hudson. I'm not sure why they had a locker for Hudson here and a locker for Hudson there, but I'm guessing maybe this is like their, they come out of cryosleep, because you see them, they all get out of cryosleep and pretty much change, into like casual clothes. So I'm guessing the other lockers are kind of like where they keep their weapons and their toys. So.
It's like injected cryotubes. Hell of a way to wake up.
Here's the cryotubes that everybody wakes up from. Now, you might ask yourself, why there's only 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 cryotubes, and there was more than, 12 soldiers on the ground? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Because the special effect that they used was mirrors to make it look like they had more cryotubes than they actually were. I'm a big Aliens fan, so I kind of know. And here's the cryotubes that were ejected. out during Alien 3. So we know Ripley, Newt, Hicks, and Bishop are no longer on the ship. And here's the computer that kind of does the diagnostic for that, which is pretty sweet. And we'll just keep going. Uh-oh. Now, you might ask yourselves a little bit, hey, wait a minute, I don't remember alien gunk all over the damn place.
What are you seeing this, Captain?
Over the place. Now, I'm not going to get too much into this game story because I don't want to I guess ruin it for all, but let's just say there's some events that happen after the second movie that has caused some issues on the Sulaco. Now, I like to say that this takes place, I believe, 17 weeks after the distress call was made by Hicks. Have to realize 17 weeks is slightly over 4 months. A lot can happen, especially if in many of the other games that the way Weyland-Yutani Corporation was corrupt. So, I mean, this is really, really good detail. I mean, I don't see people's issues with the graphics. You can actually brighten and darken the graphics. I have this kind of like halfway bright, halfway dark, and I did that just kind of for the recording. So we'll just go ahead. Now there's something here.
Oh, man. Jesus.
There you go. This guy's all tied up. And your motion tracker is kind of like your waypoint too. It kind of tells you where to go. Now, any alien movie, not alien movie, any alien game that I've ever played, I've never trusted eggs. I just shoot them. Okay.
Camera.
See, when the eggs are closed. See, it's crazy, isn't it? I mean, this is pretty good.
Shoot that thing! Don't worry about me! Go kill that thing!
I already did kill that thing. You know what, I probably shouldn't have killed it. Alright, I think I screwed up there. Now, there was a part in this where, in one of the reviews, that they did say that the aliens kind of dance around with you, and it's true. They kind of hit you and they kind of back off. But when they come back at you, they come back like really, really hard. Matter of fact, some of them may even one-shot you.
Support actual. This is Winter. I've located keys from Rhino 2-3. There's some bodies down here, but some are missing. There are 1 or 2 Marines missing from Rhino 2-3. He's gone.
Now, one of the other things they kind of said was,
The rest of 2-1. Do not.
excuse me, one of the other issues was
Our mission was to
that the voice acting was really bad.
Son, I gave you that mission and it's over. Now regroup and come.
And I'll be honest, any game, I don't really care about the voice acting because I usually know it's not going to be the best in the world. So I don't really, I don't care. As long as they tell the story and I kind of understand where they're going with it.
Grab it, link up with Rhino 2-1.
Okay, I think this is where the
You still
eggs.
there?
Damn. You guys on the way back?
No. You gotta buy us 10 minutes to grab the flight wreck.
Our Marines aren't gonna die for that.
You've got 5 to get that recorder and get back here. Keep an eye out for Bella and Keys. The rot Ash's Marine.
We'll keep an eye out. Thanks, O'Neill.
So, I don't think the graphics are that terrible. I mean, are they like, Battlefield, Call of Duty standard? No. But for what they're getting at, and I think they keep it authentic.
Won't let him take me again. Contact! Contact! Here we go! Incoming! All right!
And I'll tell you one thing about the aliens. They do move pretty quick, and they do take a lot of bullets to fire.
They're coming out from below.
And when you start, you don't start with a fully, like, 100... See, I told you, when they come at you, they kind of come back at you hard.
Throw the flight recorders at the top of the stairs! I see it!
Some of them do leap at you. The leapers are
Watch our back!
nuts.
Stealing the room! Grab the flight rack! The central console! Get the flight recorder! Grab one mic! Copacetic! Copacetic! O'Neill, flight data is en route. 2 mics to you.
Affirmative, Winter. Just save the high fives for the bedroom. Get your ass back here.
There's no way the flight wreck didn't tape the assholes that did it to the Sulaco. If we make it back with this thing...
I will say this too about the NPCs, and you'll notice this tomorrow when we do the live stream. They are kind of derpy. That I will admit. As far as the actual weapons and how they fire, yeah, they feel kind of like they're like plastic toys. And I don't think there's any bullet drop in this. But for this game, you're not. This isn't Battlefield, you know what I mean? They're not going for realism, they're going for
God damn it, that
fantasy.
sucks. I got respawned on top of, and that was at the last objective.
Ah, that sucks, dude. I apologize. One of my guildmates is playing. Excuse me. Playing the Old Republic, and he's kind of chirping in. I didn't realize I was still on TeamSpeak. So, Val, when you hear your voice tomorrow in this video, you'll understand why. And I'm not cutting it out. Now, is this the only weapon that I have? No. You get shotguns. So you really don't have to like focus aim too much. You don't need to focus aim too much when you're firing this game, which I don't mind. I kind of like doing the kind of hip firing because they kind of did that in the movie.
Keys, wait! Are you out of your damn mind? Get to the umbilical!
Okay, so we need to get going here. It's like it's everybody's last stand here.
Gotta go through it anyway! Explosion
you get lots of cool weapons in this.
Press on the goddamn door, Keys! Weapons hot!
Okay, so now I'm just gonna finish this chapter. There we go. Yeah, get them. They're over there. Get them. You definitely run out of ammo really quick. I'm just shooting these bad boys up. I mean, you can fire grenade launchers. Yeah. I got like flaming grenades, so. I'm actually running out of pulse rifle ammo. I'm actually almost dead. Let's go.
Get it, guys! Run up, Chief! Move, move, move! Winner! Move!
Here's a little bit of what's going on here. Come on, you can do it, buddy.
Come on, reach!
We lost the flight, man. Keys. Keys had the recorder on. That was all for nothing.
Well, we're not dead. So, you know, there's that.
This guy O'Neill, man, he's such a
This is Sephora Actual.
sensitive, tough badass, but he's also kind of a derpy son of a bitch.
Actual, I got solid copy.
I only have 21 rounds left. Alright, I gotta switch my primary.
Exploded from his chest.
Is Winter with you?
Yes, sir.
This is not a pulse rifle, this is an assault rifle.
All of our Cheyenne-class birds en route to provide Casevac and ground support. That's almost 80 Marines en route, and we gotta get them somewhere to land. The hangar's out of commission, but we got room in the cargo base.
Understood. We are heading to the cargo bay. You want out. Something's not right. Follow me.
Okay, now we get to go under here. Hopefully there's some health over here. Now this is not bad. I mean, this is kind of high tech for, you know, the 80s and stuff, so, you know, hey.
Sephora Actual, we're sending back a live feed. There's no way this is Colonial Marine Tech. It's got where you marked it, sir.
There you go. Health.
Oh, shit. What? Everything is timestamped after we received the distress signal from, what's his name?
Corporal Hicks.
Actual, this is 2-1. What do you make of this? Sir?
Alright, got
There's
it.
someone else on this ship?
Sweet.
Bishop sending a signal to weigh you. We ain't got time to sit around and play Sherlock. Get back to the cargo bay. Both of you. Out.
God, we're so screwed.
Sephora Actual. This is Bella from Rhino 2-3. Do you read?
Loud and clear, 2-3. What's your status?
I woke up gagging on a creature like a spider. It wrapped around my face. It's dead, sir. I got separated from my squad. Any news from the rest of my guys?
Rest of 2-3 is presumed dead. I'm sorry, kid. Remnants of Rhino 2-1 are on their way to the cargo bay. Can you get to the cargo bay, 2-3?
Garnett? Keys? I can't even think right now, Actual. I'm not sure how to get there, sir.
You're the last of Rhino 2-3. Do your best. Get back here alive. Actual out.
O'Neil, what's wrong? Sounded like Bella.
We had a thing, okay?
What kind of thing?
Sex thing. Pick it up, Boy Scout.
I don't trust eggs. I don't trust eggs. That's why I'm kind of like shooting with my pistol, because it's unlimited ammo and the eggs don't take much to kill.
On your right!
And they come.
You need to reach the top of the gravity well!
Now, the assault rifle is a burst. I'm not exactly sure what. And aliens are not as vicious, but you know, I don't have a very low. I have it on a, you know, not a very tough setting, and that's just to kind of do the review with. Tomorrow you'll see it more on a higher setting. And you can get audio logs and stuff from the scientists. That's pretty typical of these games. It does take quite a few bullets to kill an alien, especially if they start ganging up on you, you're kind of fucked. And you can see here the ship contaminated, 68%. It's a high percentage. This is not a fully auto assault rifle. Yeah, this guy's pretty useless. Hopefully I can get done with this soon. I don't want this to be a very long review. But like I said, I mean, it's pretty dark. I don't have any trouble with the gameplay. I mean, I really like it. I mean, I'm live streaming. I'm not losing any frames per second. Game's running smooth. I would say this though, the shotgun is really a really good close combat tool. So when these things come close, you want something with stopping power. they typically one-shot friggin' aliens. Any more of those bitches coming in? Yep, there's a lot more. Come on, baby, come on. I'm running out of ammo. That's crazy sounding. Ah, relief. Aha, here we go.
Sulaco Actual, we have arrived in the first cargo bay.
We make it to the control room, we can pop the doors and blow this shit out into the flash!
You gotta run this stuff by me before you speaking crazy!
They're in the ceiling.
And these things do jump at you too. And I do have some grenades too for these guys.
Eyes up! Watch your head! Ceiling! Hold them off while I get this open!
I'm not exactly sure what. Ooh. Oh, you get to like crowd control them.
Got this! Cover my back! Back door exit! Cover me while I get it open!
See? Right there. They can pretty much one-shot you if they get a lethal hit on you or something like that. I'm not exactly sure how that all works, but I've been at like full armor, full health, and these guys have come and one-shot you. So anyway, that is my review. Well, my prelude. I'm going to do more. I'm going to do more. I promise to do more on this game tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, but later on today. 9 p.m. Eastern, live stream. Hold on here, I'm trying to get everything out. The live streams they're gonna last an hour, no more, maybe a little bit more depending on how everything's flowing. So yeah, so 9 to 10 live stream. We're going to talk about, I think tomorrow's discussion is going to be more aliens. I think we're probably going to talk about the movies and how they kind of, it'd be really cool just to kind of review the movies, kind of critique, and what our favorite movies and shit are. I think my friend will really get into that. So, anyway, peace. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, comment, subscribe, rate it, whatever, let me know.